In this video, we are going to see how we can create some technical drawings in 3D, 2D, and also sections and other views of our project to display our project in layout. So we will see how we can export from SketchUp and import in layout. And we will also see some of the tools and panels that we have in layout. We're going to introduce layout, and we're going to check the basics on how to use it. And also we will publish more video guides about layout later on. So let's start with SketchUp. So I'm gonna close this, and I will start with the previous lesson here, lesson 11, where we finished the part about the 3D modeling tools in SketchUp. Now you also have other tools that you can find in the extensions. So if you use the extension warehouse, you're gonna find a lot of tools on modeling, rendering, and many other topics. So we may check also those extensions later. And right now we're gonna start with this model that we developed in previous lessons. And what I want to do here is get rid of the terrains and all the surfaces that I don't need for my technical drawing, because these are gonna be too big, and when I'm gonna create a section, let me show you here, well, it's gonna try to take everything, so it's too much for what I need to do here. But you can create a section of everything also for the terrain if you want. Okay, but this is not the case in this video. So I'm gonna delete the section here just by pressing delete key on the keyboard, and also delete those terrain. So unlock it and delete them. Okay, and then zoom extends. Alright, so right now the only project available is this little house, and this is what we're gonna need to make some really simple and easy examples on how to do this. So we finished the part about modeling and about the tools that you find in SketchUp, but in the beginning of this course, in the first videos, we saw already how we can draw and design 2D drawings. So this way it's a little bit different, because we are not going to create the 2D drawing and then develop the 3D model, but we are going to go all the way around. So we have a 3D model already, which is this one here. It could be a 3D model from a client, from a colleague, or whatever, from the web, and we want to use this to create sections views and plan views, technical information, and so on. So it's going to be like the inverse of what we did since the beginning of this course or this series of videos. So the tool that we will use mostly is the section. So you can right click and open up the section toolbar, but we will also focus on other important settings. So first of all, I want to start my layout with a nice 3D view. I don't want to use the section already. So the first thing I want to do is try to find a nice angle here, maybe this one. And you can see that the model is not really finished. It misses some windows and some doors, but I show you how to import these models in the previous video, so you can finish it if you want. In this case, I'm gonna use this unfinished model, which is gonna be enough for what we need to do. So I will select a nice 3D view to start with, and once I do that, I make sure I save my file. So right now it's calculating something. Okay, now let's save this. I'm gonna save this as a lesson 12 and save it. So you can create, actually, for each drawing that you want to do, you can create a different file, or you can use the scenes. I think that, well, if you feel a little bit uneasy with these with the scenes, because we didn't talk about the scenes already, you can use different scenes and then import it, but I will show you how to do this. So let's go to File and go to Layout. So I'm gonna click here, Send to Layout. This is gonna open up Layout. Well, since it's already opened, it's just asking me to choose a template, and you can see you have many different templates here, but I'm gonna pick this one here, which is A3 Landscape. and it's gonna open up another project. Now this one was the previous project. You can also open up many projects together. You can see here you have different projects. I want to close now this one here, so right click and close. I just want to stay on this. Okay, and this is how it will show you all the interface, the toolbars and the panels on the right. So it's similar, really similar to SketchUp, but also it changes a little bit. Right here you have different panels that you don't have in SketchUp. Some of them are similar, like layers. Layers are like in AutoCAD or Photoshop, so you can turn off and turn on things. You can change layer here, you can set default layer, and you have the similar tool here which is called tags, and we already saw that in a lesson, in a previous lesson. And so it's a little bit different, but sometimes you find the same exact things, like the lines or arcs and shapes you can draw directly here in layout, and it's going to be similar to what you do in SketchUp. So you can create 2D drawings directly into layout. So if I create here, let's say a simple shape, I can also insert quotes, and I can also give them some settings here. You can also draw in scale. You have a lot of features in layout, and again, we're gonna make more videos about layout. We're just gonna focus here on the part concerning the import from original scene and bring it here in layout. So when you bring the first view, it's gonna give you like the it's gonna take all the page. So I'm gonna scale this up. I'm gonna make it smaller so that I can insert more images, and I'm gonna place it right here. Again, you can type here your name, you can do like title blocks, or you can create, I don't know, something like that, and you are free to design your layout however you want. Now, if I want to bring in another view, I can directly copy this. So this is the quickest way. So I can copy and right click, and I can paste. Well, it's not giving me the paste option because you need to deselect everything. So right click in this gray area and say paste, and this is gonna paste usually in the same place. Let's see. You can also do, of course, Control C, Control V. Yeah, exactly. It places it in the same position. So I'm gonna move this right here. Let's see if I can fit here like 3 views. Okay, and if I double click, now I can edit this view. Maybe I want another perspective, so I'm going